Maya Angelou said, "Forgive yourself. When you know better, you do better." During this practice, I invite you to practice from a place of forgiveness, being okay when things don't go exactly how you want. Just be soft around the edges. Forgive yourself, knowing you're trying your very best. Yoga is simply a practice. We try our best. Come onto the front of the mat. Feet slightly wider than your hips. Pivot on your heels and turn your toes out. Now bend your knees. If your knees are passing your toes here, take your feet a little wider. Shoulders back. Feet flat on the mat. Sit more deeply. And now bring your arms up in an L-shaped position. Utthata Konasana. Goddess pose. Maybe sit more deeply. Maybe soften your toes. Elbows back. If you'd like a little more of a challenge, lift your heels up off the mat. Focus your gaze in front. Or just sit, keep your heels on the mat. One more breath. Sit a little more deeply. Exhale, lower your arms and straighten your legs. Now pivot on your toes and send your heels out. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Strong core as you exhale, fold halfway. Pause here. Breathe. Nice straight spine. Exhale and come on back up. And lower your arms. Pivot on your left heel and turn your left toes out. Bring that right hip back. Bend that left knee. Arms out to the side. Turn and look over your left hand in Parshva Virabhadrasana or Virabhadrasana 2. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stretch your fingertips away from you. Press your feet firmly into the mat, maybe squeezing your feet together for more engagement. Strong core. Exhaling, reach forward with your left hand. Let the left arm hover over your left thigh and reach your right arm up over your head. Option to stay here or add the second arm in Parshva Konasana. Breathe. Exhale, lower your arms and straighten that left leg. Bring the left toes in and now pivot on your right heel, turning your right toes out. Hands on hips, spine vertical, bend that right knee. If the right knee's passing the heel, walk that left foot back. Think left shoulder back, keep the right knee and foot pointing in the same direction. Arms out to the side, turn and look over your right hand. Lower your shoulders. Stretch your fingertips away from you, draw your shoulder blades together. Strong core. Press your feet firmly into the mat, maybe squeezing those feet together. Breathe. Exhale, reach forward with your right arm and let your right arm hover over your right thigh. Bring your left arm up and over in Parshva Konasana. Option to add the second arm. Breathe here. And lower your arms and straighten the right leg. Bring the right toes in. Inhale, arms up over your head. Keep your spine straight, shoulders soft away from your ears. Exhale, fold forward halfway. Pause. Breathe. Exhale, come on back up. And lower your arms. Turn your left toes out again. Left foot parallel to the length of the mat. Bring that right shoulder back so you're facing the side. Arms out to the side, palms forward. Bring your shoulder blades together. Keep that left leg straight and reach forward with your left hand. Let your hips roll back to the right. When you've gone as far as you possibly can, let that left arm lower. Keep that right shoulder back. Reach the right arm up. Trikonasana. Just enjoy the practice from a place of forgiveness or softness. Just enjoy. As you exhale, engage your core to come back up and lower your arms. Bring your left toes in. Feet are parallel to each other again. Now pivot on your right heel, turning your right toes out. Legs stay straight. Reach your arms out to the side, palms forward. Bring your shoulder blades together. Keeping that right leg straight, reach forward with your right hand. If it starts to bend, just come back again till it's straight. Reach forward again, let your right arm lower. Left shoulder back. Left arm option to come up, or hand can rest on hip. Just breathe here. Engage your core as you exhale. Slowly come on back up and lower your arms. Bring your right toes in. Pivot on your toes and bring your heels in. Shoulders back, spine vertical. Bend your knees. Just make an adjustment so your knees and feet are pointed in the same direction. Bring your arms up in an L-shaped position. Maybe sit more deeply in goddess pose, Utthata Konasana. Breathe here. Maybe sit more deeply. And then lower your arms and straighten your legs. Walk your feet together. Come to the front of your mat. Feet hip distance apart. Step your right foot a big step back, hands on hips. Bend that left knee. Bring the right hip forward. Right heel can stay down or lifted. Inhale, arms up. Hips and shoulders parallel to the front of your mat. Maybe deepen the lunge. Breathe here. And Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, lower your arms and straighten your right foot forward. Now step your left foot back, big step back. Hands on hips, bend the right knee, bring the left hip forward. Option to lift the heel or keep it on the mat. If the right knee is passing the ankle, step the left foot back further. Inhale, arms up. Strong core. Lower your shoulders away from your ears, reaching your fingertips taller. Arms, core, legs are all engaged. Shoulders are soft. Maybe sit more deeply. And lower your arms and walk your left foot forward beside your right. Inhale, arms up. Bend your knees slightly. Keep your spine straight as you exhale, fold. Inhaling, come halfway up. Shoulders back, nice neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Place both hands on the mat, shoulder width apart, and step back to plank pose. Breathe here. Knees can be off or on the mat. Elbows are soft, arms, core are engaged. Exhaling, hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keeping your spine straight, lift your hips up and back a little further. Offer your chest towards your toes, keeping a neutral spine. Bend your right knee and step your right foot forward between your hands. Looking straight ahead, inhaling, reach your arms up, bring that left hip forward. Right foot is flat on the mat. Maybe straighten the left leg. Maybe sit a little deeper in the pose. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat and step your right foot back beside the left. Exhale, hips up and back to downward facing dog. Lifting those hips up and back, lengthen your spine. Hands and wrists just light on the mat. Bend your left knee, step your left foot forward between your hands. Looking straight ahead. Inhale, arms up. Keep that right hip forward. Left foot flat on the mat. Maybe deepen the lunge here. Draw your rib cage and belly in. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat and step back to plank pose. Palakasana. Exhale, slowly lift your hips up and back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just breathe here. Practice with kindness, forgiveness, knowing you're doing your very best. Work your hardest. Maybe straighten one leg, maybe the other. Just be here for a couple more breaths. Engage your core as you exhale, come forward to plank pose. Pause here, elbows in, and slowly lower down to the mat. Place the tops of the feet on the mat. Look forward and up in Bhujangasana, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Exhale, slowly lower down. Tuck your toes, pressing your hands into the mat, elbows back. Lift your knees up off the mat and come up through to plank pose. And lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Be here for a few breaths. Make any adjustments you need. Keeping your wrists light on the mat. Pressing more into your fingertips and knuckles. Lengthen your spine. Maybe straighten your legs, but that's not the purpose of the pose. Nice strong core, long spine. Breathe. Couple more breaths. And bend your knees and walk your feet forward to your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage your core as you rise up to standing, arms up over your head. Exhale, bring your palms together at your heart center and lower your arms. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.